On a snow-covered Cleveland morning, I, Melissa Collins, stood in my kitchen window. Christmas was upon us in days, but my heart was weighed down. My family's favoritism had bruised me, and now so was my daughter's. They believed I'd always be second to none, the accountant who didn't count. But this Christmas, something changed. Amy's little hands held our destiny. They didn't see it coming. Snowflakes gently fell outside my Cleveland apartment. I let out a deep sigh, feeling down as Christmas approached. Mom, look. I completed the Christmas cards. Amy held up her handmade work. 10-year-old Amy was my sole ray of light. Beautiful, Amy, I replied. Grandma and Grandpa will love them. Anxiety roiled within me. 5 years after the divorce, Thomas was merely child support negotiations. My Harper and Sons accountant's salary struggled to pay rent, groceries. Amy, did you have breakfast? Don't be late, it's the final day of school. I did, Mom. We're having a Christmas party. Amy's smile comforted me, but pain remained. Christmas equated to my parents' house. Vanessa, my sister, would come with her family. She'd married Bradley, a successful lawyer. Their Cleveland suburb mansion yelled success. Their 12-year-old son, Jason, wore designer labels. I shopped secondhand for Amy. Mom, will I get to play with Jason at Grandma's? He was occupied last time. I put on a forced smile. I'm sure you will. Jason would adore your cards. Last party, Jason paid no attention to Amy, stuck to his game machine. It wasn't only the children. Martha and Frank, my parents, treated Vanessa's family better. Vanessa's clever, Vanessa's lovely, expressions I'd heard since childhood. I was always second best, the lesser one. Those words caused scars. Now Amy endured it too. Their presents to her were small, inexpensive, unlike Jason's. You live plainly, so you don't require luxury, their behavior expressed. I looked at a paper sack on the counter. I'd tapped into savings for Amy's sweater, blue, her favorite, not expensive but selected with love. Amy, school time, I said. Wear your coat, it's chilly. Okay, Mom. I can't wait for Christmas. I'm looking forward to Grandma and Grandpa. Amy's smile hurt my heart. She hadn't quite realized their prejudice yet. I wished to protect her innocence. It'll be fun, I said, smiling the best I could. Christmas morning, our apartment was filled with the aroma of new cookies. Amy woke up before the sun, making stars and trees for her grandparents and Jason. She'd iced them in bright patterns. Mom, look. I wrote everyone's names. Grandma and Grandpa's are big ones. My heart constricted at her kindness. They're great, Amy, I said. Everyone will adore them. We loaded the car, Amy holding her cards and cookies. I inspected the gift bags, Amy's sweater, a tea set for my parents. I took a deep breath, praying for harmony this Christmas. Mom, the snow is pretty, Amy said. Like a Christmas card. The ride took us to the suburbs, a silver-white universe. Martha and Frank lived comfortably post-retirement. Their house was ablaze with Christmas lights. Vanessa's luxury SUV parked in the driveway. Your aunt's family is here, I said. Amy smiled broadly. Inside, a huge Christmas tree welcomed us. Vanessa's family had the prime locations. Vanessa was dressed in a designer outfit, Bradley in a cashmere sweater. Jason, his eyes glued to a new tablet, didn't raise his head. Melissa, you're here, Martha said with a hint of annoyance. You're late. Waited an hour. Sorry, roads were congested, I replied, still holding Amy's hand. Grandma, here's a gift, Amy said, handing her cookies. Martha scowled at the deformed stars. Thank you, Amy, she said, artificial smile, putting them aside. Now the gift-giving, Frank declared. Jason first. Jason's presents stacked high. Gaming console, designer clothes, sneakers, smartwatch. His whoops echoed in the room. Grandpa, Grandma, thank you. Just what I wanted. Martha smiled. Only the best for our grandson. Vanessa and Bradley received wine sets, spa certificates, accessories. As expected, Dad, Vanessa said, smiling. My turn. I presented Martha and Frank with the tea set, purchased on my budget. Thanks, Frank said, putting it away. Martha hardly glanced. Then Amy's turn. Martha handed her a paper bag. Amy's eyes flashed, then went dull. Hand-me-downs from Jason, worn clothes. Tattered shirts, baggy pants, lumpy sweaters. Designer, but worn. Mom, this is... I stood there, at a loss for words. New clothes are a luxury, Martha declared firmly. Jason's hand-me-downs fit Amy. Be thankful, they're designer. Frank snickered, your lifestyle can't support these. They fit you. Amy's shoulders slumped. She managed a smile. Thanks. Vanessa smiled, smug, hand on Jason's shoulder. See, Jason, your clothes benefit Amy. Doesn't that feel good? Jason looked up. Oh, yeah. Back to his tablet. My heart seethed with anger, sorrow. I restrained myself for Amy. Amy, I have your gift, I said, presenting her the sweater package. She pulled it open, showing the soft blue sweater. Wow, Mom, it's lovely. Thank you. Her sincere smile comforted me. Then Amy went through the hand-me-downs. Her eyes sparkled. Mom, this scarf and jacket are adorable. Among the tired clothing, some items were still good quality. This pattern, Amy breathed softly. I have an idea. At dinner, Amy was reserved, hardly eating, doodling in her notebook. I observed, concerned. She smiled. I'm okay. Driving home, snow fell quietly. Silence enveloped the car. Mom, Amy said abruptly, I want to redesign these clothes. Into new fashions. I regarded her, startled. Redesign them? Yes, she asserted. Grandma said new clothes are a treat, Amy said. Creating new clothes from old isn't. I've always been into fashion. Melissa stared, at a loss for words. Her daughter's eyes were ablaze with resolve. Something was going to change. The morning after Christmas break, Melissa drank coffee in her kitchen. She relived the shame of yesterday, Martha's remarks, Jason's hand-me-downs. Anger and pain swirled within her. Delicate noises emanated from Amy's room. Melissa opened the door quietly. Clothing lay scattered on the floor, Jason's old clothes. Amy sat at a table, cutting cloth, intent. A humming garage sale sewing machine filled the air. Amy, what are you doing? Mom, look. Amy turned, thrilled. I'm removing pockets and buttons from this jacket. Merging them with this shirt. It's a new piece of clothing. Melissa looked at her work, stunned. Pocketing from a worn designer jacket covered a shirt. A new design was born. Amy's stitches were sloppy, but her enthusiasm showed. Amy, you designed this? Yes, Amy explained, holding up her notebook. Drawings covered the pages, made by her little hands. I watched YouTube's. See, I blended this jacket with a scarf. A new design. Melissa sat next to her, amazed. Her 10-year-old turned a put-down into art. Will you show me? During the Christmas break, they recreated Jason's hand-me-downs in pairs. Melissa checked out sewing books at the library. They worked late nights. Amy's designs were daring, unconventional pairings. Old garments were transformed into new jewels. Mom, it's finished. On the final day of the break, Amy displayed her first remake. A frayed polo shirt, transformed into a blouse made of scarf material. Grown-up style collided with childlike charm. Amy, this is great, Melissa exclaimed, touched. It will be popular at school. Really? Amy's eyes were aglow. Can I wear it tomorrow? The following day, Melissa encountered paperwork at Harper & Sons. Her thoughts remained on Amy, in her self-created blouse. Would children taunt her? At lunch, she glanced at her phone. The PTA group chat was active. Amy's blouse is beautiful. Where did you get it? It's boutique quality. My daughter wants one. Melissa felt a surge of pride. At home, Amy beamed. Everyone complimented it. Even the teacher complimented it and said it's fashionable. That evening, Melissa made up her mind. She shared Amy's designs on social media. By morning, likes and praise flooded in. Stunning. When's the next piece? During her break, Melissa researched upcycling. Reusing old clothes to make valuable new ones was trending. Environmental awareness drove demand. Hope sparked. Amy, want to try a fashion design class Saturday? It'll grow your talent. Really? I'd love to. Amy jumped, thrilled. At the local art center, Rebecca Stein, the instructor, saw Amy's work. "This child has rare talent," Rebecca told Melissa. "Her element combinations, adult designers lack this." Melissa saw a path. From her accounting knowledge, she looked up online stores. She researched the upcycled fashion industry. For a modest investment, she created a site, Amy's Renewals. 5 items, redressed from Christmas hand-me-downs, came on the market. "Mom, will they sell?" Amy was doubtful. "I don't know," Melissa replied. "But let's see your talent." All 5 sold in 24 hours. Purchasers raved. Unique. "When's the next collection?" Melissa and Amy plotted further. "We need second-hand clothes," Melissa said. "Let's target recycling stores." By spring, Amy's Renewals picked up steadily. It was highlighted in a local newspaper, eco-friendly brand by 10-year-old. Melissa reduced accounting hours to concentrate on the business. One evening, boxing up orders, she whispered, "We're at our limit. I can't do it by myself." Then news arrived. Harper & Sons were in financial difficulty. Melissa was on the layoff list. Fear crept in, then clarity. This was a chance. "Amy, I made a big decision," Melissa said, waving the severance notice. "I'm concentrating on our business. Let's turn Amy's Renewals into an actual brand." Amy jumped into her arms. "We'll create each day." Meanwhile, Vanessa's life changed. Bradley's investments crashed. No more vacations or luxury cars. Jason insisted on his extravagant way of living, and there were fights. Martha called Melissa. "I heard about your business. It's great. We always backed you." Frank joined in. "We encouraged your independence, right?" Melissa smiled sardonically. Their encouragement was years of prejudice, now restated. "Dad, Mom, Amy and I are okay," she said firmly. "We don't require your aid." She hung up. "Amy, we go it alone," Melissa said. "No more second-hand." Amy smiled. "Our garments aren't cast-offs. They're treasures." Melissa reflected. From hand-me-downs to treasures. The ideal slogan. Amy's Renewals made national headlines. Merchants sent proposals. Their lives changed from that Christmas rebuff. 3 years passed, and December snow swirled outside their new suburban house. Melissa reminisced, tearfully. A girl's ingenuity, a mother's determination, created a viable fashion company. They gathered second-hand garments, reworked them with a group. Their new house was larger, sunnier, cozier than the previous apartment. "Mom, what do you think?" Amy held up a sketchbook. Now 13, she was a fashionista at school. Media dubbed her a sustainability trailblazer. "It's ideal for spring," Melissa said, examining the design. After a moment, she said, "Amy, I want to throw a holiday party." "The entire family?" Amy seemed taken aback. "Grandma and Grandpa? Aunt Vanessa too?" "Yes, everyone," Melissa said, determined. "Let's celebrate in our home." Invitations went out, printed on Amy's Renewals paper, hand-decorated by Amy. Everyone RSVP'd yes. On Christmas Eve, their house glowed. A party planner crafted an eco-friendly theme. Recycled ornaments, organic food, green and gold table settings. "I'm nervous about them coming," Melissa told Amy, checking the mirror. "It'll be okay," Amy said, confident. "We're strong now." The doorbell rang. Martha and Frank stood there, nervous. Vanessa and Bradley followed, subdued. Jason had a small gift, head down. Melissa opened the door, heart pounding. "Come on in," she said. Martha and Frank appeared older, thinner than 3 years before. "Thank you for bringing us, Melissa," Martha replied, voice tiny. She held a small gift bag. "Come on in," Melissa replied serenely. Vanessa's family was the next to arrive. The contrast was dramatic. Vanessa had on a plain dress, no designer name. Bradley was not. Jason, 15 now, stood at the back, sulky, eyes on his phone. He muttered a greeting, not even looking up. The party opened, tension brewing. Martha and Frank sat rigidly, impressed by the environmentally friendly decorations. Ornaments made from recycled material glittered, chip and dip green and gold tables shone. Vanessa confided with Mike, casting a glance at Melissa. Melissa tapped her glass through dinner. Everyone, thank you for coming, she spoke. Today is Amy's renewal's 3rd anniversary. A national name. The room became quieter, more oppressive. This company began 3 years ago, Melissa explained. From hand-me-downs Amy had been given. Those garments revolutionized our lives. She nodded to Amy. Amy went to a draped display case. She tugged the cloth, displaying Jason's old garments. Alongside them, Amy's initial remade items. Vanessa's cheeks flushed. Frank cleared his throat. Martha's hand was over her mouth. Jason looked up from his phone, fixed. These garments started our story, Amy continued, voice firm. What's trash to one is treasure to another. There was silence in the room. Melissa distributed big gift boxes. These are our Christmas gifts, she explained. Amy's special collection, created for each of you. Martha, Frank, Vanessa, Mike, and Jason tore them open. Inside, good quality upcycled clothing, made to fit their personalities. A scarf for Martha, bright but soft. A jacket for Frank, strong and warm. A dress for Vanessa, classy but modest. Mike received a vest, functional and crisp. Jason's jacket blended strong patterns with teen style. We don't do hand-me-downs, Melissa declared, voice tight. But we want you to enjoy the pleasure of something new. New clothes are a luxury, Grandma declared, smiling. Today, it's okay to treat yourself. Martha's eyes welled up with tears. Frank glared at his jacket, mortified. Vanessa's face reflected shock, then remorse. Jason stroked his jacket with his fingers. Amy, this is very nice, he said, genuine. I made it for you, Amy smiled. The night relaxed, the conversations thawed. Vanessa went to see Melissa later. Melissa, She hesitated. I'm proud of you. More than that, I'm sorry. For all the things I did to you and Amy. Melissa perceived truth in her sister's eyes, uncommon after years. Vanessa, we all make mistakes, she said. What's important is what we learn. Martha grasped Melissa's hand toward the end of the party. I'm proud of you, Melissa. I'm sorry for our attitude. Frank nodded. You were always special. We failed to see it. Melissa felt the sting of their words. Forgiveness wasn't total, but this was a beginning. We can't rewrite the past, she said. But the future's different. For Amy, for you, for all of us. A second chance. Snow fell outside, covering Cleveland. Amy stood at the window, looking out. Mom, it's funny, she said. 3 years ago, I was grieving about hand-me-downs. Without them, we wouldn't be here. Melissa embraced her. That's life, Amy. Painful moments can be precious gifts. A year after, Christmas morning shone in their house. Amy's renewals was global now. Amy, 14, received international awards for eco-fashion. Melissa operated a non-profit, offering design to needy children. Everyone's coming soon, right? Amy stacked gifts around the Christmas tree. Yes, Melissa said, smiling. The family had healed through the year. Vanessa, after divorce, rebuilt as an attorney. Humbler, she called Melissa weakly. Melissa, I was wrong for years, Vanessa said last week. I apologize for what I did to you and Amy. Martha and Frank also changed. They came by frequently, assisting at Amy's design studio. Martha sewed once more, her pastime resuscitated. Frank handed out orders, beaming with Amy. We didn't appreciate you, Martha apologized recently, sobbing. Forgive us. The doorbell rang again. Vanessa and Jason stood in the doorway. Jason, interning at Amy's renewals, enjoyed design discussions with Amy. Martha and Frank appeared, arms laden with homemade cookies. Warmth and laughter filled the room. Melissa stood up and raised her glass. To new beginnings. To growing together. Amy felt compelled to add, to holding everyone's value. Glasses clinked, smiles exchanged. The dinner hummed with equal respect, love. A newfound family Christmas dawned. During cleanup, Amy pulled Melissa into a hug. Mom, I appreciate those hand-me-downs. We wouldn't be here without them. Melissa hugged her back. Life's biggest gifts are in odd packages. Fresh snow fell outside, a blank page of hope. He felt the old wounds recede, suffocated by new memories. Did you ever turn a moment of hurt into victory? Perhaps establish boundaries with relatives who did not value you? Post your experience below. I'm reading all of them. Was Melissa too lenient with her relatives, or insufficiently unforgiving? What constitutes true family to you? Like and subscribe if this story touched you. Share with someone who needs to understand their worth is not others' opinion. Live boldly, love genuinely.